What hap? Alright, Romeo and Juliet, Act 4. Scene 1, Verona, Friar Lawrence's cell. On Thursday, sir? The time is very short. My father Capulet will have it so, and I am nothing slow to slack his taste. You say you do not know the lady's mind, uneven his course, I like it not. Immoderately she weeps for Tybalt's death, and therefore have I little talked of love, for Venus smiles not in a house of tears. Now, sir, her father counts it dangerous that she doth give her sorrow so much away, and in this wisdom haste our marriage to stop the inundation of her tears, which too much minded by herself alone may be put from her by society. Now do you know the reason of this haste? I would I knew not why it should be slowed. Look, sir, here comes a lady towards myself. Happily met, my lady and my wife. That may be, sir, when I may be a wife. That may be must be. Love on Thursday next. What must be shall be. That's a certain text. Come you to make confession to this father? To answer that I should confess to you, do not deny to him that you love me. I will confess to you that I love him. So will ye? I am sure that you love me. If I do so, it will be of more price, being spoke behind your backs than to your face. Sir, yes, sir. Poor soul, thy face is much abused with tears. How much? The tears have got small victory by that, for it was bad enough before their spite. Thou wrong'st it more than tears with that report. That is no slander, sir. What is the truth? And what I spake it to my face. Thy face is mine, and thou hast slandered it. It may be so, for it is not my own. Are you at leisure, Holy Father, now? Or shall I come to you at evening mass? My leisure serves me, pensive daughter, now. It's good to have second opinions. My lord, we must entreat the time alone. God's shield, I should disturb devotion. Juliet, on Thursday early I will rouse you. Till then adieu, and keep this holy kiss. Oi, shut the door, and when thou hast done so, come weep with me. Past hope, past cure, past help. Ah! Juliet, I already know thy grief. It strains me past to compass my wits. I hear thou must, and nothing may prorogue it. On Thursday next be married to this country. Tell me not, friar, that thou hearest of this, unless thou tell me how I may prevent it. If in my wisdom thou canst give no help, do thou but call my resolution wise, and with this knife I'll help it presently. God joined my heart and Romeo's out our hands, and ere this hand be thee to Romeo's seal shall be the label to another deed, for my true heart is bold. Turn to another, this shall slay them both. Therefore, out of thy long experience of time, give me some present counsel. Behold, twist my extremes, and miss me this bloody knife. Shall play the umpire, arbitrating that which the commission of thy years and art could be to no issue of true honor bring. Be not so long to speak, I long to die. If what thou speakest, speak not of remedy. Hold, daughter, I do spy a kind of hope. I do not have that. I didn't record all of them anyway. I don't have all 15. And someone might come in something in the middle of it. I was like, oh, shit. I was in the moment doing some music. With praise, execution, but click by click, here we are. Good thing we have a computer and doing Shakespeare. As I was desperate, which we would prevent. If rather than to marry County Paris, thou hast the strength of will to slay thyself, then is it likely thou wilt undertake a thing like death to chide away the shame? That cock was death and self-escape from it, and if thou darest, I'll give thee remedy. Oi, bid me leave, rather than marry Paris mock the battlements of yonder tower, or walk in thieves' ways, or bid me lurk. Ooh, that heart! Where's that vault? Where serpents are? Chain me with ruining bears? No. Or shut me nightly in a carnal house. Oi, covered quite with dead men's rattling bones, with reeky shanks and yellow chapless skulls. Or bid me go into a new-made grave and hid me with the dead man in his shroud. Things that, to hear them hold, have made me tremble, and I will do it without fear or doubt, to live an unstained wife, my sweet love. Hold and go home, be merry, give consent, no, to marry Paris. He's latched on over here to the sewer. Wednesday is tomorrow. Tomorrow night look that thou lie alone. Let not thy nurse lie with thee in thy chamber. Take thou this vial, being then in bed, and this distilled liquor drink thou of. When presently through all the veins shall run a cold and drowsy humor, for no pulse, shall keep his native progress, but surfaces. No warmth, no breath shall testify thou livest. The roses in thy lips and cheeks shall fade. To paly ashes thy eyes' windows fall, like death when he shuts up the day of life. Each part deprived of supple government shall stiff and stark and cold and peer like death. And in this borrowed likeness of shrunk death thou shalt continue 42 hours, and then awake as from a pleasant sleep. Now when the bridegroom in the morning comes to rouse thee from thy bed, there art thou dead. Then as the manner of our country is, in thy best robes uncovered on thy fire, thou shalt be born to the same ancient vault, where all the kindred of the Capulus lie. In the meantime, against thou shalt wake, shall Romeo by my letters know our drift, and hither shall he come, and he and I will watch thy waking. And that very night shall Romeo bear thy hints to Mantua, and this shall free thee from the present shame, if no unconstant toy nor womanish fear abate thy valor in acting it. And go pick up your shit over there. Give me, oh, tell me not to fear. Oh, get you gone, be strong and prosperous in this resolve. I'll send a friar with speed to Mantua with my letter to thy lord. Love, give my strength, and strength shall help afford. Farewell, dear father. Cannot lick his fingers, go not with me. Go, be gone.
Cancel that.
We shall be much unfurnished for this time. Where is my daughter gone to Friar Lawrence? Aye, forsooth. Well, he may chance to do some good. A peevish self-willed harlotry it is. See where she comes from thrift, with merry look. How now, my headstrong? Where have you been gadding? Where have I learned me to repent the sin of disobedient opposition to you and your behests, and am enjoined by holy Lawrence to fall prostrate here and beg your pardon? No. Pardon, I beseech you. Henceforth I am never ruled by you. Nay. Send for the county. Go tell him of this. I have this knot knit up tomorrow morning. I met the youthful lord at Lawrence cell and gave him what become love I might, not stepping over bound to modesty. Why, I'm glad on't. This is well. Stand up. This as should be. Let me see the county. Ah, there we go. I say and fetch him hither. Now, afore God, this reverend holy friar, all our holy city is much bound to him. Nurse, will you go with me into my closet to help me sort such needful ornaments as you think fit to furnish me tomorrow? No, not till Thursday. There's time enough. Go, nurse, go with her. We'll to church tomorrow. We shall be short in our provision. 'Tis now near night. Tush, I was certain in all things shall be well. I warrant thee, wife. Go without to Juliet, help the deck cover up her. I'm not to bed tonight. Let me alone. I'll play the housewife for this once. What ho?
Almost your turn, soldier. Stand by.
They're all forth. Well, I will walk myself to County Paris to prepare to hit my pickings tomorrow. My heart wonders light, since the same wayward girl so reclined. Get that shit out. Scene 3, the same Juliet's chamber. Aye, these attires are best, but gentle nurse, everywhere. I pray thee, leave me to myself tonight, for I have need of many orisons to move the heavens to smile upon my state, which well thou knowest is cross and full of sin.
Your squad mate failed their mission.
What, are you busy, ho? Need you my help? No, madam, we have called such necessaries as are behoveful for the state tomorrow. So please you let me now be left alone, and let the nurse this night sit up with you, for I am sure you have your hands full in this so sudden business. Good night. Go thee to bed and rest, for thou hast need. Farewell. God knows when we shall meet again. I have a faint cold fear thrills through my veins. It almost freezes up the heat of life. I'll call them back again to comfort me. Nurse, what should she do here? My dismal scene I needs must act alone. Come, Vile. What if this mixture do not work at all? Shall I be married then tomorrow morning? No, this shall forbid it. Lie thou there. What if it be a poisonous, which the friar subtly hath ministered to have my dead, lest in the marriage he should be dishonored, because he married before a Romeo? I fear it is, and yet methinks it should not, for he hath still been tried a holy man. I will not entertain so bad a thought, how if when I am laid into the tomb, I wake before the time that Romeo came to redeem me, there is a fearful point. Shall I not then be stifled in the vault, to whose foul mouth no healthsome air breathes in, and there die strangled ere my Romeo comes? God damn. Or if I live, is it not very like the horrible conceit of death and night, together with the terror of the place, as in a vault, an ancient receptacle, where there, for these many hundred years, the bones of all my buried ancestors are packed? where bloody Tybalt, yet bit green in earth, lies festering in his shroud, where, as they say, at some hours in the night spirits resort. Alack, alack, it is not like that I, so easily waken, what with loathsome smells and shrieks like mandrake torn out of the earth, that living mortals hearing them run mad. Oh, if I wake, shall I not be distraught, environed with all these hideous fears, and madly play with my forefathers' joints? You're gripping it, is what you're doing, and pluck the mangled Tybalt from the shroud. And in his rage, with some great kinsman bone, as with a club, dash out my desperate brains. Oi, look, methinks I see my cousin Ghost seeking out Romeo, that did spit his body upon a rapier's point. Stay, Tybalt, stay. Scene 4, the same, Holland Capulet's house. Hold, take thy keys, and fetch more spices, nurse. They call for dates and quinces in the pastry. Come, sir, the second cock hath crowed. The curfew bell hath rung, 'tis 3 o'clock. Look to the baked meats, good Angelica, spare not for cost. Go, you cot quan. Go, get you to bed. Faith, you'll be sick tomorrow for this night's watching. No, not a whit. What have I watched there now all night for less a cause, and ne'er been sick? Aye, you've been a mouse hunt in your time, but I will watch you from suck watching now. A jealous hood, a jealous hood. Now, fellow, where's that? Things for the cook, sir, but I know not what. Make haste, make haste. Sirrah, fetch drier logs, call Peter, he will show thee where they are. I have a head, sir, that will find out logs, and never trouble Peter for this matter. Mass and well said, and merry, whoreson ha. Thou shalt be loggerhead. Good faith, 'tis they. The Count will be here with music straight, if was he had he would. I hear him near. Nurse, wife, what ho, there's the county on my heart. What nurse? I say. It sounds like you've been caught doing something and you don't want back out of it. Go waken Juliet. Go and trim her up. I'll go and chat with Paris. I make haste. Make haste, the bridegrooming to come already. Make haste, I say. Is that what it is? Oh, I cannot wait. Scene 5, the same Juliet's chamber. Mistress, what mistress? Juliet fast, I warrant her. She, why lamb, why lady, fie, you slug a bed. Why love, I say, madam, sweetheart. Why bride, why not a word? You take your penny's worth now. Sleep for a week, for the next night, I warrant. The county Paris hath set up his rest, that you shall rest but little. Oh, go ahead and call for him. God forgive me, marrying him in. How sound is she asleep? I needs must wake her. Madam, madam, madam. I let the county take you in your bed. He'll fight you if I say, will it not be? What dress and your cloths, and down again I must needs wake you. Lady. Alas, alas, help, help! My lady dead. Oh, well a day that ever I was born. Some aquavite, ho, my lord, my lady. What noise is here? Oh, lamentable day, what is the matter? Look, oh heavy day. Oi me, my child, my only life. If I am the couple, I will die. See, help, call help. For shame, bring Juliet forth, her lord is come. She's dead, deceased, she's dead, alack the day. Alack the day, she's dead. Ah, let me see her, alas, ouch, she's cold. That sewer pipe over there, the blood is settled and her joints are stiff. Life and these lips have long been separated, death lies on her like an untimely frost upon the sweetest flower of all the field. O lamentable day, O woeful time, death that hath chained her hints make me wail, ties my tongue and will not let me speak. I come as a bride ready to go to church, ready to go but never to return. O son, the night before thy wedding day hath death lain with thy wife. There she lies, flower as she was, deflowered by him. Death is my son-in-law, death is my heir, my daughter hath wedded, I will die and leave him all. Life, living all is death. Have I thought long to see this morning's face, and doth it give me such a sight as this? Accursed, unhappy, wretched, hateful day, most miserable hour, whate'er time saw in lasting labor of his pilgrimage. But one poor and loving child, but one thing to rejoice and solace in, and cruel death hath catched it for my sight. Oh woe, a woeful day, most lamentable day, and most woeful day, that never ever I did yet behold. O day, O hateful day, never been so black a day as this. O woeful day, beguiled, divorced, wronged, spited, slain, most detestable death, by these beguiled by cruel cruelty quite overthrown. Oi love, oi life, not life, but love and death. Despised, distressed, hated, martyred, killed, uncomfortable time, why camest thou now to murder our solemnity? Oi child, my soul, and not my child, dead art thou. Dead. Alack, my child is dead, and with my child my joys are buried. Peace, ho, for shame, confusion's cure, lives not in these confusions. Heaven and yourself had part in this fair maid, now heaven hath how, and all this better is it for the maid. There, stem cell, there it is, your part in her you could not keep for death, but heaven keeps his part in eternal life, the most you thought was her premonition. For 'twas your heaven you should be advanced, and weep ye now, seeing she is advanced above the clouds, as high as heaven itself. Oh, in this love, you love your child so ill that you run mad, seeing that she is well. She's not well, married, that lives married long, but she's best married and dies married young. Dry up your tears, and stick your rosemary on this fair course, and as the custom is, in all her best array, bear her to church. For though fond nature bids us all lament, yet nature's tears are reason's merriment. All things that we ordain's festival turn from their office to black funeral. Our instruments to melancholy bells are waiting cheer to a sad burial feast. Our solemn hymns to solemn dirges change our light of flowers serve for a buried course. And all things change them to contrary. Sir, go you in, and madam go with me. And go, Sir Paris, everyone prepared to follow this fair course unto her grave. The heavens do lower upon you for some ill. Move them no more by crossing their high will. Faith, we must put up your pipes and be gone. Honest good fellows, put up, for, well, you know this is a pitiful case. And there he is. Aye, by my troth, the case may be amended. Musicians, oi musicians, heart's ease. Oi, and I will have me live, play heart's ease. Why heart's ease? Oi musicians, because my heart itself plays my heart is full of woe. Oi, play me some merry dump to comfort me. Not to dump we, 'tis no time to play now. You will not then? No. I will then give it to you soundly. What will you give us? No money on my faith, but the gleek I will give you this minstrel. Then will I give you the servant creature. Then will I lay the servant creature's dagger on your pate. I will carry no crotchets. I'll ree you, I'll fa you. Do you note me? And you ree us and fa us, you note us. Pray you put up your dagger and put out your wit. Then have at you with my wit. I will drive beat you with an iron wit and put up my iron dagger, answer me like men. When griping grief the heart doth wound and doleful dumps the mind oppress, then music with her silver sound. Why silver sound? Why music with her silver sound? Why say you, Simon Kathleen? Marry, sir, because silver hath a sweet sound. Pretty, what say you, Hugh Rebecca? I say, silver sound. I'll stop you, because musicians sound for silver. I want you to defame me a little bit more and slander me. Paint me in a bad light, literally. Pretty too, what say you, James Sound Post? Babe, I know not what to say. I can feel it like the slime just everywhere around me. Oi, I cry you mercy, you are the singer. I will say for you it is. Music with her silver sound. Because musicians have no gold for sounding. The music with a silver sound, the speedy help doth lend redress. What a pestilent knave is the same. Hang him, Jack, come ye will hear. Tarry for the mornings and stay dinner. I have hunches.
Fight to win redeployment. Time to fight your way out of here.
Alright, how now? Act 5, Scene 1. Romeo and Juliet. Manchoy Street. If I may trust the flattering truth of sleep, my dreams presage some joyful news at hand. My bosom's lord sits lighting his throne. and all the stay and unaccustomed spirit lifts me above the ground with cheerful thoughts. I dreamt my lady came and found me dead. Strange dreams that give dead men leave to think, and breathe such life with kisses in my lips, that I revived and was an emperor. Yeah, me! How sweet is love itself possessed, when but love's shadows are so rich in joy. News from Verona! How now, Balthazar? Dost thou not bring me letters from the friar? How doth my lady? Is my father well? How fares my Juliet? That I ask again, for nothing can be ill if she be well. Then she is well, and nothing can be ill. Her body sleeps in Capel's monument, and her immortal part with angels lives. I saw her lay low in her kindred's vault, and presently took post to tell it to you. Oh, pardon me for bringing these ill news, since you did leap into my office, sir. Is it even so? Then I defy you, stars. Thou knowest my lodging. Get me ink and paper, and hire post horses. I will hence tonight. There we go. I do beseech you. Sir, have patience. To-night. At asterisk, your looks are pale and wild, and do import some misadventure. Tush, thou art deceived. Leave me and do the thing I bid thee do. Hast thou no letters for me from the friar? No, my good lord. No matter. Get thee gone, and hire those horses. I bequeath thee straight.
Reloading.
Well, Juliet, I will lie with thee tonight. Let's see for means. We mischief thou art swift to enter in the thoughts of desperate men. I do remember an apothecary, and hereabouts he dwells, which I laid unnoted in tattered weeds, with overwhelming brows, coaling of simples, meager were his looks. Sharp misery had sworn him to the bone, and in his needy shop the tortoise hung, an alligator stuffed and other skins of ill-shaped fishes, and about his shelves a beggarly account of empty boxes, great earthen pots, bladders and musty seeds, remnants of packed thread and old cakes of roses, were only scattered to make up a show. Noting this penury to myself, I said, if a man did need a poison now, whose sale at present death in Mantua here lives a caitiff wretch, would sell it him. Oui, this same thought had forerun my need, and this same needy man must sell it me, as I remember this should be the house. Being holiday, the beggar's shop is shut. What ho! Apothecary! Who calls so loud? Come hither, man, I see thou art poor. Hold there is 40 ducats. Let me have a dram of poison, such soon-speeding gear as will disperse itself through all the veins, that the life-weary taker may fall dead, and that the trunk may be discharged of breath as violently as hasty powder doth furry from the fatal cannon's womb. Such mortal drugs I have, but Mantua's law is death to any that he utters them. Art thou so bare and full of wretchedness, and fearest to die? Famine is in thy cheeks, need and oppression starve within thine eyes, content and beggary hang upon thy back. The world is not thy friend, nor the world's law. The world affords no law to make thee rich. Then be not poor, but break it, and take this. My poverty, if not my will, consents. I pay thy poverty, and not thy will. But this in my liquid thing you will. You have a dual beat here, and drink it off. And if you had the strength of 20 men, it would dispatch you straight. There is thy gold, worse poison of men's souls, doing more murders in this loathsome world than these poor compounds, and thou mayest not sell. I sell thee poison, thou hast sold me none. Farewell, buy food, and get thyself in flesh. Come, cordial and not poison, go with me to Juliet's grave, for there must I use thee. Scene 2, Verona, Friars Lawrence, cell. Holy Franciscan Friar, Brother Ho. This same should be the voice of Friar John. Welcome from Mantua, what says Romeo? Or if this mine be writ, give me this letter. Thump in my heart, somewhere along the line. Making false statements on camera. Making false statements on camera! You know, like a lake. Going to find a barefoot brother out of our order to associate me here in this city visiting the sick, and finding him the searchers of the town suspecting that we both were in a house where the infectious pestilence did reign, sealed up the doors and would not let us forth, so that my speed to Mantua there was stayed. Who bare my letter then to Romeo?
I could not send it here again, nor get a messenger to bring it to thee, so fearful were they of infection. Unhappy fortune by my brotherhood, they letter was not nice, but full of charge, of dear import, and the neglecting it may do much danger. Friar John, go hence, get me an iron crow, and bring it straight unto my cell. Brother, I'll go and bring it to thee. Now must I to the monument alone. Within these 3 hours will fair Juliet wake. She will beshrew me much that Romeo hath no notice of these accidents. But I will write again to Mantua, and keep her at my cell till Romeo come. Get off my blade. Poor living corse, clothes in a dead man's tomb. Scene 3 the same, a churchyard and a monument belonging to the Capulets. Give me that torch, boy, hence, and stand aloof. Yet put it out, for I would not be seen. Under yon yew trees lay thee all along, holding thy ear close to the hollow ground, for shalt no foot upon the churchyard tread, being loose, unfirm with the digging of up graves, but thou shalt hear it. Whistle then to me, as signal that thou hearest something approach. Give me those flowers. Do as I bid thee go. I am almost afraid to stand alone here in the churchyard, yet I will revenge her. Sweet flower, the flowers I buy are my shoes. The woo, thy canopy is dust and stones, which with sweet water nightly I breathe, for wanting that with tears distilled by moans, obsequies that I for thee will keep, nightly shall be to strew thy grave and weep. The boy gives warning something doth approach. What cursed foot wanders this way tonight, to cross my obsequies and true love's right? What with a torch? Muffle me night a while. Give me that mattock and the wrench and iron. Hold, take this letter. Early in the morning see thou deliver it to my lord and father. Give me the lot, upon thy life I charge thee. Whate'er thou hearest, stand all aloof. While I descend into this bed of death, I is partly as to behold my lady's face, but chiefly to take thence from her dead finger a precious ring, a ring that I must use in dear employment, therefore hence be gone. But if thou, jealous, dost return a pry in what I further shall intend to do, by heaven, I will tear thee joint by joint, and strew this hungry churchyard with thy limbs. The time and my intents are savage wild, more fierce and more inexorable far than empty tiger or the roaring sea. The inspiration behind, I will be gone, sir, and not trouble you. So shalt thou show me friendship, take thou that. Live and be prosperous, and farewell, good fellow. For all this time I'll hide me hereabout. His looks I fear, and his intents I doubt. Thou detestable maw, thou womb of death, gorged with the dearest morsel of the earth, I enforce thy rotten jaws to open. And in despite I'll cram thee with more food. This is that banished haughty Montague that murdered my love's cousin. With greech it is so posed the fair creature died. And here's come to do some villainous shame. To the dead bodies I will apprehend him. Stay the unhallowed toil, vile Montague. Can vengeance be pursued further than death? Condemned villain, I do apprehend thee. Obey and go with me, for thou must die. I must indeed. Then therefore come I hither. Good gentle youth, tempt not a desperate man. Fly hence and leave me, think upon these gone, lest them affright thee. I beseech thee, youth, put not another sin upon my head, by urging me to fury. Oy, be gone. By heaven, I love thee better than myself, for I come hither armed against myself. Stay not, be gone. Live, and hereafter say a mad mercy bade thee run away. I do defy thy conjurations, and apprehend thee for a felon here. Wilt thou provoke me? Then have it thee, boy. Oy, Lord, they fight! I will go call the watch. Or I am slain, if thou be merciful. Open the tomb, lay me with Juliet. In faith I will, let me peruse this face. Mercutio's kinsman, noble County Paris, what said my man when a betossed soul did attend him as we rode? I think he told me Paris should have married Juliet. Said he not so? Or did I dream it so? Or am I mad, hearing him talk of Juliet, to think it was so? Oy, give me thy hand, one writ with me in your sour's misfortune book. I'll bury thee in a triumphant grave. A grave? Ah, no, a lanthorn, slaughtered youth. For here lies Juliet, and her beauty makes this vault a feasting presence full of light. Death lie about here. by dead men's interred. How oft when men are at the point of death have they been merry, which their keepers call a lightning before death. Oi, how might I call this a lightning? Oi, my love, my wife, death hath sucked the honey of my breath, hath no power yet upon thy beauty. Thou art not conquered. Beauty's ensign yet is in crimson, in thy lips and in thy cheeks, and death's pale flag is not advanced there. Tie-bought liest thou there in thy bloody sheet. Oi, what more favour can I do to thee? Then with what hand that cut thy youth in twain to sunder this that was thine enemy? Forgive me, cousin. Ah, dear Juliet, what art thou yet so fair? Shall I believe that unsubstantial death is amorous, and that the lean, abhorred monster keeps thee here in dark to be his paramour? For fear of that I still will stay with thee, and never from this palace of dim night depart again. Here will I remain with worms that are thy chambermaids. Here will I set upon my everlasting rest, and shake the yoke of inauspicious stars from this world-wearied flesh. Eyes, look your last, arms, take your last embrace, and lips, owe you the doors of breath, seal with a righteous kiss a dateless bargain to engrossing death. Come, bitter conduct, come, unsavory guide, thou desperate pilot, now at once run off. The dashing rocks I see sick weary bark. Here's to my love, a true apothecary, the drugs are quick, thus with a kiss I die. Nay, St. Francis, by my speed, how oft tonight have my old feet stumbled at graves. Who's there? Here one, a friend, and one that knows you well. Bliss be upon you, tell me, good my friend, what torches yon, and what vainly lends his light to grubs and eyeless skulls that I discern it burneth in the Capel's monument. Some nasty shit you laid after she fucking left. I don't know what it is, I haven't seen it, but it's gross. It does so, holy sir, and there's my master, one that you love. Who is it? Romeo. How long hath he been there? Fool, half an hour. Go with me to the vault. I dare not, sir. My master knows not, but I am gone hence, and fearfully did menace me with death if I did stay to look on his intents. Stay then, I'll go alone. Fear comes upon me. Oui, much I fear some ill unlucky thing. As I did sleep under the yew tree here, I dreamt my master and another fought, and that my master slew him. Romeo. Alack, alack, what blood is this which stains the stony entrance of this sepulchre? Sydney Bull, thank you. What mean these masterless and gory swords to lie discolored by this place of peace? We pale, Romeo. Who else but Paris too? And steeped in blood? Ah, what an unkind hour is guilty this lamentable chance. The lady stirs. Oi, uncomfortable friar, where is my lord? I do remember well where I should be, and there I am. Where is my Romeo? I hear some noise. Lady, come from the nest of death. Contagion and unnatural sleep, a greater power than we can contradict, hath thwarted our intents. Come, come, away. The husband in thy bosom there lies dead, and Paris too. Come, I'll dispose of thee among a sisterhood of holy nuns. Stay not to question, for the watch is coming. Come, go, good Juliet. I dare not no longer stay. Go, get thee hence, for I will not away. What's here, a cup? Close in my true lover's hand. Poison, I see, hath been his timeless end. We churl, drunk all, and left no friendly drop to help me after I will kiss thy lips. Haply some poison yet doth hang on them, to make me die with a restorative. Thy lips are warm. Lead, boy, which way? Yeah, noise, and I'll be brief. Boy, happy dagger. This is thy sheath. There, rest and let me die. This is the place. There where the torch doth burn. The ground is bloody. Search about the churchyard. Go, some of you, where you find attached. Pitiful sight. Here lies the county slain, and Juliet bleeding, warm and newly dead, who here hath lain these 2 days buried. Go tell the prince. Run to the Capulets. Raise up the Montagues. Some others search. We see the ground whereon those woes to die. But the true ground of all these piteous woes we cannot without circumstance descry. Here's Romeo, man. We found him in the churchyard. Hold him in safety, till the prince come hither. Here's a friar that trembles, sighs, and weeps. We took his mattock and his spade from him. and he was coming from this churchyard side. A great suspicion. Say the friar too. What misadventure so early up that calls our person from the morning's rest? What should it be that say so shriek abroad? The people in the street are Romeo, some Juliet, some Paris, and all run with open outcry toward our monument. What fear is this which startles in our ears? Sovereign, here lies the county Paris slain, and Romeo dead, and Juliet dead before warm, and new killed. Search, seek, and know how this foul murder comes. Here's a friar and slaughter Romeo's man, with instruments upon them fit to open these dead men's tombs. O ye heaven, O ye wife, look how our daughter bleeds. This dagger hath misstained, for lo, his house is empty on the back of Montague, and is missheathed through my daughter's bosom. O me, this sight of death is bell that warms my old age's sepulture. Come, Montague, for thou art early up to see thy son, and they're more early down. Alas, my liege, my wife is dead tonight. Grief for my son's exile hath stopped her breath. What further woe conspires against mine age? Look, and thou shalt see. O thou untaught, what manners is in this? To press before thy father to a grave. Seal up the mouth of outrage for a while, till we can clear these ambiguities, and know their spring, their head, their true descent, and then will I be general of your woes, and lead you even to death. Meantime forbear, and let mischance a slave to patience, being for the parties of suspicion. I am the greatest able to least, and yet most suspected, as the time and place doth make against me of this direful murder. And here I stand, doth to impeach and purge myself condemned, and myself excused. Then say at once what thou dost know in this. The heartbeat. You have a double heart here. You have a light that you're shining somewhere. It's like a blade. Just like while you're driving down the road, all of a sudden you just have a heart attack and you just die brief. But it's not though. It's not a heart attack though. That's the thing. I will be brief, for my short date of breath is not so long as a tedious tale. Romeo there dead was husband to that Juliet, and she there did dead on my eyeball. That Romeo's faithful wife, I married them, and their stolen marriage day was Tybalt's doomsday, whose untimely death banished the new-made bridegroom from this city, for whom and not for Tybalt Juliet pinned. You, to remove that siege of grief from her, betrothed and would have married her perforce, to county Paris. Then comes she to me, and with wild looks bid me to devise some mean to rid her from this second marriage. Or in my cell there would she kill herself. Then give I her, so tutored by my art. Again they have gravity, have an attachment on it. Asleep, when you walk around it, you can feel the gravity. A sleeping potion, which so took effect as I intended. For it wrought on her in the form of death. Meantime I writ to Romeo that he should hither come as this dire night to help to take her from her borrowed grave. Being the time the potion's force should cease, but he which bore my letter, Friar John, was stayed by accident, and yesternight returned my letter back. Then all alone, as the prefix hour of her walking, came I to take her from her kindred's vault, meaning to keep her closely at my cell, till I conveniently could send to Romeo. But when I came, some minute ere the time of her awakening, here untimely lay the noble Paris, and true Romeo dead. She wakes, and I entreat her come forth, and bear this work of heaven with patience. But then a noise did scare me from the tomb, and she too desperate would not go with me. But as it seems did violence on her self. All this I know, and to the marriage for nurse is privy, and if aught in this miscarriage by fault, let my old life be sacrificed some hour before his time, and to the rigor of severest law. Nay, we still have known thee for a holy man. Where's Romeo, man? What can he say in this? I brought my master news of Juliet's death, and then in most he came from Mantua to the same place in some monument. This letter he early bid me give his father, and threatened me with death going in the vault, if I departed not and left him there. Give me the letter. I will look on it. Where's the county's page that raises the watch? Sirrah, what made your master in this place? He came with flowers to strew his lady's grave, and bid me stir aloof, and so I did. Anon came to one with light to ope the tomb, and by my master drew on him, and then I ran away to call the watch. This letter doth make good the friar's words, the course of love, the tidings of her death, and here writes that he did buy a poison of a poor apothecary, and therewithal came to this vault to die, and lie with a Juliet. Where be these enemies? Capulet, Montague, see what a scourge is laid upon your hate. That heaven finds me to kill your joys with love, and I, for winking at your discords too, have lost the brace of kinsmen. All are punished. Oh, brother Montague, give me thy hand, this is my daughter's jointure, for no more can I demand. But I can give thee more, for I will raise her statue in pure gold. That while Verona by that name is known, there shall no figure at such rate be set at that true and faithful Juliet. As rich shall Romeo by his lady lie, pour sacrifices of our enmity. A gloomy peace this morning with it brings. The sun for sorrow will not show his head. Go hence to have more talk of these sad things. I don't really like the setup there. I don't like that. Some shall be pardoned and some punished, for never was a story of more woe than this of Juliet and Romeo. It's like, very well. Kind of awkward. You kind of... There's a dual lecture going on there. I think he downgraded it. So there's definitely an attachment with the voice whenever I speak. Which you do not have consent. However, when I speak, you have an attachment. So whenever I speak, there's certain parts that are like dead zones. So I think he's kind of downplaying it. And I think he mentions that several times whenever we go through it. The heart of it. The spirit of it. He's kind of mocking you. He's like, I think you're blowing it out of proportion, and it wasn't as good as you thought it was, and it wasn't what you thought. And it's actually Romans. All of this would be the kings from the Bible, and Romans, which would be Jesus Christ, the Son, Romans and David's son Romans. Hence Rome. We've already went through this. Time of Athens. Timon of Athens here. Now that I say that. So that's definitely what's going on here. I've never even heard of this. Timothy in the Bible. On this next one, I'll try to do a Bible verse before we get started. That's kind of lame, though. Romeo and Juliet, you're kind of lame there. Which is kind of alright. I'm okay with that. It had its moments. I'm okay with that. Third time around. We'll see how this goes.